Welcome to Frontrol's Capital Planning video series. In the previous video, we introduced how PACE captures the core details of a proposed capital project, including the project description, business justification, and initial scope. In this video, we will continue building out that proposal by looking at the additional project setup information required to support review, evaluation, and ultimate approval. Once the basic project details and scope have been established, the next step is to develop a more detailed project setup. This typically begins with a proposed schedule that supports the intended scope of work. Within PACE, the schedule can be structured around key phases, tasks, milestones, and deliverables, with planned start and finish dates clearly defined. This allows project teams and approvers to understand not only what work is being proposed, but also when the work is expected to occur, and whether any critical path activities or dependencies may influence the overall timeline. The project team can also enrich the schedule by adding more detailed task information. This may include a clear description of the task scope, the resources required to complete the work, the expected deliverables, including the sub-elements that make up the overall deliverable. Also, any potential risks that have been identified, and then any files or supporting documentation related to the task. In addition to the schedule, most capital project proposals will also require an understanding of the resources needed to complete the work. PACE allows resource requirements to be identified at the proposal stage, including both internal resources and externally sourced support. This provides approvers with visibility into the project type, level, and timing of resource demand. It also supports portfolio level review, helping leadership understand how each funding request may impact available capacity across the organization. For a proposal to move forward, it will typically require an approval for expenditure, or AFE. Within PACE, the AFE summarizes the proposed project budget and provides a clear view of the split between capital and operating costs. This summary is linked directly to the underlying estimate, allowing approvers to move from a high-level budget view into the detailed cost assumptions that support the funding request. PACE provides multiple ways to review and analyze the detailed project budget. Approvers can see how the estimate has been developed from different perspectives, including the cost associated with assigned resources, project tasks, deliverables, and work packages. This level of transparency helps ensure that the proposed budget is not just a single number, but a structured and traceable estimate that can be reviewed, challenged, and refined as needed. The detailed budget can also be reviewed through a cost breakdown structure, allowing costs to be grouped and analyzed by category, phase, resource type, or other relevant dimensions. PACE also supports periodic expenditure planning, enabling forecasted costs to be distributed across months, quarters, or future years. This is particularly important for capital planning, where funding decisions often need to be considered not only the total project cost, but also when that funding will be required. In addition to cost, PACE can capture the anticipated benefits associated with the proposal. This may include operational savings, increased capacity, risk reduction, regulatory compliance, service improvements, or other measurable business outcomes. By comparing projected costs with expected benefits over time, PACE helps organizations evaluate the potential return on investment and make more informed capital allocation decisions. Finally, once individual project proposals have been developed, they can be reviewed together as part of a broader capital planning portfolio. This portfolio view allows leadership to compare proposed projects, evaluate funding requirements, assess resource demand, and prioritize investment decisions based on business value, risk, timing, and strategic alignment, Rather than reviewing each proposal in isolation, PACE enables a more structured and transparent evaluation process across the full portfolio of capital funding requests. That brings us to the end of this overview of the proposal project setup process in PACE. We have shown how a capital project proposal can be expanded beyond basic project details to include schedule, resources, cost estimates, expenditure timing, and a benefit analysis. In the next video in our capital planning series, we will look at how within PACE these funding requests can be reviewed together at the portfolio level, supporting evaluation, prioritization, and approval decisions across the organization.